Jury selection continues in the Boston Marathon bombings trial. Both sides agreed to start releasing some of the people in the jury pool.
Lawyers are poring over questionnaires to determine just who should be disqualified. And tonight, we're hearing from one of the 124 excused so far, and his face may look familiar to you.
Eyewitness News anchor Shannon Heggie is live in studio now with the interview.
Mike and Kelly, a former Providence and Boston news anchor, was one of the hundreds who got the call to come to federal court for jury duty. Ted Wayman had no idea he was being summoned to the Boston Marathon bombings trial.
Once I walked in, I saw the media, I saw the defendant, I said, oh, this is the one.
He and other potential jurors watched in shock as juror Tsarnaev entered the jury assembly room.
There was a few gasps, people actually seeing him in person. He looked totally indifferent to the process. He had no expression, he wasn't talking to his attorneys, he wasn't really listening to the judge, he was just there as he was required to be, and all eyes, all 400 eyes of all those jurors were on that defendant the entire time.
Wayman spent an hour filling out the 28-page questionnaire, but believes his familiarity with the judge, lawyers, and those still on the secret witness list got him eliminated.
A lot of people from law enforcement agencies, Boston Police, FBI, Homeland Security, all the emergency responders, doctors, nurses, EMTs.
Wayman said there were several bombing survivors on the witness list as well.
Also, as Bostonians, we're so close to that story. Everybody knew someone who was connected to that marathon bombing that day, and it does put people in a precarious position, but we have a system, and this is the way it works. I think it'll be difficult for those jurors, but I'm sure they're all going to do a good job.
The judge plans to start interviewing jurors in person Thursday with a goal of starting testimony by January 26th. And today, the judge rejected a bid by Tsarnaev's lawyers to suspend jury selection because of the potential impact of last week's terror attacks in Paris. I'm Shannon Heggie, Eyewitness News.